I want to help you to understand the plane of a golf swing. There's a belief in the traditional swing that there's a one-plane swing and a two-plane swing. Let me introduce this to you. If you don't already know, in order to have a plane, you must have one affixed point in space. That means if you're shifting weight, you're constantly shifting your affixed point in space. So if you have a big weight shift, you probably have 30 to 40 planes in your swing, because every point that you move, you're creating a different plane. That's why a weight shift is very difficult to use and pointless. Now here's the other thing with plane relative to golf. It's the wrong term. The scientific term is axis of rotation. And that's because you have that one affixed point in space. This is here, as I anchor my weight to my left side. If I don't shift my weight, I can't possibly change that affixed point in space. So I then get an axis of rotation. Axis of rotation is how Iron Byron hits a ball. Now, Iron Byron is a test robot that is the standard for best ball striking. If it uses an axis of rotation and you have the opportunity to do the same thing too in your lead shoulder, because your lead shoulder works on an inside-out swing path. It's a 3/4 rotating shoulder joint. And if you use it properly, it will work on an inside-out swing path on its own. That's why going this way hurts my left shoulder, because I'm going against that 1/4 of rotation that it's able to do. So by recognizing that when you anchor your weight, you are immediately establishing the opportunity for a single plane. And it's that single plane that not only produces power, but it produces consistency. And it all comes from this axis of rotation. How you get an axis of rotation? You better hold your weight still. If you hold your weight still, you'll get an axis of rotation that will allow you to work in a circular swing path, which is very powerful. How do you do it? Pivot your weight onto your front foot so that 70% of your weight falls to your front foot and your body is facing the back right corner of the mat. Then grip the club. And then during the swing, just focus on keeping your weight still. It's not that hard to do. If you focus on keeping your weight still, all the movements of the swing will be taken care of simply by you holding your weight still. And then you'll swing the club on a proper plane, an inside-out plane, a shallow plane, a descending plane. It all comes from this setup position. One plane.